Hey guys, for the After Reviews here, and tonight I'm going to be reviewing chapter 170 of My Hero Academia, and this chapter was great. The title says it all. Together with Eri-chan. Ooh, I love me some Eri, and I'm so glad she's safe now, and seeing more of her in this chapter was great. I've been waiting for this, I wanted some updates on Eri, and this chapter was almost entirely updates on Eri, so thank you, Horikoshi. You the man. Starts off right away with Deku and Mirio just in the room with Eri, just getting right into it. And then it does a quick flashback to Aizawa telling all the students that were participating in the Eri rescue mission that Eri wants to see Deku specifically. And weirdly, Tokoyami was also there. It was literally just the 4 students that were there, Deku, Kirishima, Ochiko, and Tsuyu, and Tokoyami. I've been trying to figure that out forever. Like before this review, I've been like, why was he there? Because you didn't see any of their students in the background. I think I saw even like open seats. So like, I'm pretty sure only those 5 were in the room with Aizawa. I'm not sure why he was there, but Tokiyami's awesome. So yeah, he's being included. It's always good. I enjoyed the little tidbit they threw in there that Eri specifically requested Deku and Mirio. Like, it's the only thing she's asked for since being hospitalized entirely. And that's great. She loves Deku and Mirio, and I love Deku and Mirio. So, we on the same wavelength there. At first, it seems like, why would they let Deku and Mirio visit? Isn't that going to bring up past trauma, which they were trying to avoid in the first place? That's why Deku couldn't visit immediately like he wanted to. But it turns out that now that her horn is so small, it used to be pretty big in this arc, but now it's, or last arc, sorry, the rescue arc, but now it's really small, and it's just pretty much just a nub on her head now. And we learned a couple chapters back that that's pretty much the origin of her quirk is her horn. That's like where the power comes from. So the fact that it's so small, they're basically telling us, the readers, that she's probably not going to go on the rampage anytime soon, which is good, I almost think Eri would be happier without her quirk at this point, unless she demastered it, which, with the help of Aizawa, I think she could, but that's some future development stuff. I'm not sure. My theory at first was that her horn is only good for one time, or not one time, but like, it's never going to grow back. It starts big, and the more you use it, the smaller it gets until you eventually don't have a quirk anymore. That was my original thought. I'm not sure if that's still going to hold up, because I want to see more of Eri. I think Horikoshi can do a lot more with her. Maybe even become like the nurse of UA at some point, since she heals so well. I don't know. I can't be entirely sure. It's just speculation at this point. But it's possible that she just doesn't have her quirk anymore, or that like she has a little bit of it left, but it's basically gone. Who knows? Hopefully we'll find out soon. Mirio comes in and does a little pun. He has like a fruit basket for her, and he's like, "I bet. What's your favorite fruit? I bet you it's peaches, because you're pretty peachy." And I love puns, and I already love Mirio. Him and Deku are my 2 favorite characters right there. And yeah, Mirio's got some more points for me. Puns are great. And then it's even better when Yuri follows up. My favorite is actually apples, and Mirio just immediately responds with all the enthusiasm in the world, just like I thought. Mirio, never change. Never change. Continuing on, we see that Eri actually didn't know who Deku was. She just knew that he saved her. She knew his face, but she didn't know his name. And I think that's really funny, because Deku looked really surprised by that. Like, not that like surprised, like, oh, how does she not know my name? Just kind of like, oh, right, shit. I haven't been spreading my hero name a lot or anything, or like, and I didn't tell her that. I didn't say like, I'm here, Deku's here, or anything like. He didn't say anything like that. So she had no idea. She only knew the million. She doesn't know Night-Eye's name either. But we'll get to that in a second. I thought that was a little funny tidbit, and then when Deku introduces himself, he originally introduces himself by his actual name, Midoriya Izuku, and then later is like, actually, you can call me Deku. And I'm waiting for the moment when Izuku kind of like, he goes and introduces himself by his hero name first, when he's more confident in his hero identity, and that's how he introduces himself. I think that's just a little subtle thing that Horikoshi threw in there, or maybe not. Yeah, I'm reading too much into it. I don't think so. Eri, she feels really bad about the whole situation, how much trouble everyone went through to rescue her. It's probably still the effects of overhaul, some trauma. Again, we're gonna get to that. But so when she's blaming herself, Mirio pretty much calms her down and says like, that's not what we want. We all want to see you smile. Eri doesn't even know about Night-Eye dying. And it was really good, nice, and like it was good mercy of them not to tell her right now, because like Mirio said, that'd just be really cruel right now. Like she has to know eventually, as he said, but this is not the time. I'm really, really nervous that she's gonna figure out in a bad way and then freak out and use the last of her powers or her powers in general and just like mess shit up, because her powers can do that. We'll see. Fingers crossed it doesn't happen. I hope she figures out in a way where like it's an emotional impact and she has to deal with it, but where it's like in a control situation and she's ready for it, maybe once she's dealt with some more of this overhaul trauma. After Mirio says all that to her, kind of gives her a pep talk, she tries her damnedest to smile, and she has to ask. She says the words, "How do you smile again?" My heart shattered into a million pieces at that moment. She is so precious, and she literally doesn't know how to smile right now. That's depressing as fuck, and it's all Overhaul's fault, that piece of shit. Like, that's some powerful stuff right there, and seeing her progress into being a happy person eventually, hopefully, that's gonna be really, really rewarding. I think Horikoshi is doing a good job writing her right now, and he's not like just skipping right to like, oh, she's saved, that's it, she's not even back to normal, she's just a happy normal kid now. No, that wouldn't happen realistically, and I like that he's keeping that realistic, quote unquote, aspect into the series, because obviously the series isn't super realistic, there's superpowers and stuff, but that part of it, that's something that I think really would be something you have to deal with. Following Deku realizing that Eri's still being under like the clutches of Overhaul, just traumatically, just mentally, he remembers Aoyama saying, "Surprise," and gives him the idea. He's like, wait, hold on, you can come to the cultural festival. And I like that Aoyama reminded him of that, since now they're friends. I'm enjoying seeing their relationship, develop a little bit, even if it's only him thinking of him for a second. Aoyama gave him that idea, and that's good. But he asks Aizawa immediately if, Eri can come, if she can come out for just one day, and God bless Aizawa. Doesn't even waste a second. Picks up his phone immediately. I'm calling the principal. We're making this shit work. Aizawa was great for that kind of shit. He's a really good character and a great teacher, even though he pretends to be a lazy asshole. He's not. He's a great guy. And you see Mirio, that little light bulb panel where it like shatters the light bulb because it's just lit up so much. That was fucking hilarious. And he immediately agrees. He's like, yes, that's a great idea. They even got candy apples, and Eri's adorable ass face when she hears about candy apples. That was great. Like there's like a little drool coming out, like little blush marks, and just like the big wide adorable eyes, like candy apples. I mean, she doesn't smile like I just did because she doesn't know how. Depress myself again. Shit. Eri states in this chapter that she wants to know more about the people who saved her. She wants to know more about her heroes, which is awesome. That means we're going to see more of Eri, and any more of Eri is a good thing. I really want Deku and Mirio to be like big brother figures to her throughout the entire series. My wish here, what I'm hoping, is that Aizawa actually adopts Eri. I know, it's a little out there, but like Aizawa has the specific quirk to cancel her freaking out if that ever happens again. And I think he'd be a great dad. I know it sounds kind of weird. I know he's kind of like lazy, always asleep, he does hero work at night and teaches during the day. I still think he'd be a great dad. No joke. We also get a little tidbit of information. Togata's on suspension. I'm hoping he means from hero work, not from school. I don't see why the school would suspend him. Maybe like from the heroics department in general. Like he's like okay, you'll have a quirk right now. We're not gonna let you do the hero stuff because. Like All Might said in the beginning of the series, it's just not realistic to be a hero without a quirk. I would like to see that change at some point, see the exception to the rule, but it makes sense in the context of the school and UA and everything. Maybe he's just in the general education classes right now, instead of being like, teaching in the heroes. Either way, Togata is agreeing to look after Eri at the cultural festival, and he's going to take her on a little date. At first I was like, that's kind of a weird way to phrase it, but it's innocent. No one should read too much into that. Obviously he's just like taking her on a little date. Like, it'd be like if I took my little sisters on like a little lunch date, whatever. So we get introduced to a new villain. His name is Gentle, and he's robbing a convenience store. He's like saying, just put the money in the bag, and we actually learn about all of this through a video that the police chief is watching, the dog police chief that we've seen in the previous arcs. he just got a copy of this video, and apparently it's not the first time Gentle has sent the police department this stuff, because he immediately tells the character we don't see, you need to like figure out where this is coming from, check the source, and they're like, we can't find anything, there won't be anything. He's like, check anyway, I don't care. So this isn't the first time he's done this, and even at the counter, when he's talking to the guy is like, oh, I've seen you on the internet, on, I'm assuming My Hero Academia's version of YouTube. So he's well known enough. Maybe he's not like the most dangerous villain, but he's definitely known. You know, he's on his grind. He's getting his views up, and I can relate to that. I just started my YouTube channel. I thought it was kind of funny that this villain is introduced right now on my second review ever of My Hero Academia, when I'm out here also on the view grind. I think that's really funny. But as Gentle is stealing from this guy, two heroes show up, and he's like, oh, it's cool, it's just two heroes. Even though his sidekick La Brava, who we see just a little bit later in the chapter, she's like, oh my gosh, there's two heroes, be careful, or whatever, and he's not worried at all, even though a bunch more show up right afterwards. He's still not worried, and he just like kind of like, just to a panel of him walking out, and we see a full body shot. His design's really cool, and then all the heroes are on the ground, and like the building kind of warped or something. I do not know what his quirk is. It's something to do with warping is the only thing I can think of, but knowing Horikoshi, there's probably a lot more to it. And it might even be like a really specific thing, and warping is just like a side effect of whatever the actual primary function of the quirk is. Who knows? Horikoshi's been really good with quirks lately. Like, I was gonna say lately, but just in general, the whole series. I loved all the quirks. Even like the ones that are supposed to be kind of like dumbish, like Mineta's. I love Mineta's quirk. I like how he bounces off the balls instead of sticking to them. I don't think he utilizes that enough. But that's different discussion. I also wanted to mention real quick that Gentle has a badass walking cane. He's like a gentlemanly guy. He has like a little twirly mustache. He was pouring tea later in this chapter. Gentle is a gentleman, which makes perfect sense given his name. I think the most badass part about him, though, is that he doesn't take the money. He's like, I don't need the money. I want to be etched into history. That's a way cooler goal in my mind than just like money. Although I would like to see a villain based purely on getting financial, gains, because that's the base of villainy. I mean, maybe not like a really big, thought-provoking villain, but like maybe a really strong one that they can find at some point that just wants money. That's not this character. This character wants to be etched into history, and we see that he's saying like this video isn't getting as much attention as his other one, so he deduces that he needs to go higher, go beyond, plus ultra. He needs to seek greater heights, basically, within the aspects that he's doing. And finally, we end the chapter with him pouring that tea, like I mentioned earlier, all gentlemanly-like, except for the wind is just pouring it right in his psychic La Brava's face, who's this little, like, lolly, chibi-looking girl. I think her design's a little weird, but, I can't knock it. I haven't seen enough of her to knock it at all, I'll probably get used to it in a little bit. She really threw me off, though. She looks kind of like a girl version of Mineta. I know it's kind of mean to say, but she does. She's like a little chibi person. That's pretty much it for the chapter. I didn't have many theories or speculation besides what I've already talked about. Past this, I'm really excited to see Eri at the cultural festival, and I think this guy might, crash it or show up in some capacity. Otherwise, why would he be introduced? That'll be it for me. Like, comment, subscribe if you're still here and you enjoyed the video, and if you have any suggestions for me to improve my video quality, please let me know. I'm very new to YouTube, and I want my videos to be as good as possible for you guys. I will be reviewing One Piece, My Hero Academia, and probably The Promised Neverland, maybe Black Clover every week. Definitely the first few, though. One Piece, My Hero Academia will be weekly. If you want more of that, subscribe, and, we'll see more next week. Well, until then, see ya.